North Shore, powerhouse, football. Your dad put you on that path as a young kid. You stay with it. When did it start popping off where you knew that this is going to be something that is going to allow me to go to college for free and also feed my family afterwards?
Really just like in middle school when I had, played against like all the older kids. Like when I was in 7th grade, I was playing against like 8th graders and all that. Like I always played up. And when I was, doing my thing against them, like I knew I had something special in me. And then with my trainer, getting training, he said that I was gonna be something. So
High school, when did you get your first offer? What that look like?
oh, I got my first offer in 8th grade.
For
So
real?
yeah, it was actually in 8th grade. And then it was to Rutgers. Yeah, Rutgers. My first and then ever since then it just started popping off. So I say way before I even touched high school, it was popping off for me.
What did it feel like to get an offer in 8th grade? Is that like something that you flex to like your like other friends?
Man, what
Like
when
realistically, like
it was
you
one
feel
of the
me?
best feelings. Like I'm like 13, already getting college offers. Like it sounded crazy, but it came with a lot of hate too, though.
What type of hate? How can you hate on an 8th grade kid that has offers, bro? Like real talk.
I mean, when you got the seniors and the juniors of high school, you feel me?
Okay,
That's not
okay,
getting
okay.
that, and then they see an 8th grader that didn't even play a snap yet
Yeah.
get that. So I mean, I feel like that's where it came from.
How did you cope with that when you finally did get on the high school team? Because it's like you already knowing how people feel about you, yet you still got to go out there and perform and gain the respect of people.
Really, just the mentality that I had when I came out there. Like I had to prove people wrong, and everybody was doubting me at first, but I already knew like what I had in me. So I went out there and I proved everybody wrong.
Right. All the world's eyes finally catch up to the work that you've been putting in. When was that moment for you, or what year was it? Was your junior year, freshman year, sophomore year,
I would
senior?
say my sophomore year, like when the ranking system came out, and like they would like add people 5, 4 stars and all that,
Yeah.
and then they had put me as the number 33 player like nationally, and then that's when everything had popped off.
How did you find out about that? Is that something you just get a notification on your phone, or like, like you know what I'm
Nah,
saying? Like
yeah, I
what?
mean, yeah, you can get like notifications and all that, but I ain't get that. I was just on the phone with one of like my recruiting people that helped me with my
Yeah.
recruiting, and he just said like, "Yo, look at Safari." So I went on Safari, and I was like, "Damn, like I'm really that." So yeah,
I
ever
feel like
since
that
then,
turned you up though to see that.
man, what?
So you didn't go to any camps or anything to get ranked? It was just strictly high school ball.
Strictly high school ball. Yeah, strictly high
I
school
guess
ball.
they respect Houston ball then. Was that like a 6A
Oh yeah,
school?
they do. Yeah, 6A.
Okay.
6A,
So
Division One.
you was doing something to get noticed.
Yeah, nah, facts.
Okay, number 32 player nationally, right? What went into your deciding factor to come to Colorado?
Yeah, I know everybody talks about like my top 3 and all that.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah. You could
had,
talk about the whole thing, like,
uh,
because obviously we weren't just the only option. Like,
yeah.
you don't just play to just, you feel me, take
Mhm.
the whatever. But
Mhm.
yeah, what was the options looking like, and then why us?
Really, I had a top 3 at first, and I was really like stuck on the top 3, and then out of nowhere, like I just got a random call from Coach Prime, and I was like, "Oh man, like it's real. Like he wants me to come up here on a visit." So I came up here on a visit. I didn't really think too much of it, but as soon as I came up on my visit, like he was saying everything that my pops was saying to me, like as I was like a young kid. So I feel like everything that he was saying like connected, and I feel like he's like another good mentor to be under, and I feel like it fitted just perfect for me, and I'm the perfect fit.
How did it differ from your other visits? Did you go to any other schools just to
Yeah,
check it out?
I went to Alabama. I went to Florida State. I went to all them. Everything was cool, but one thing that stuck out right away was how Colorado wants their freshmen to play early. And not every other school says that. They probably want you to sit up there and wait and all that, but Coach Prime wants you on the field now. So I feel like that really just stuck out towards me.
Okay. First question: how was it growing up, being who your dad is?
I'll say it was tough. Everybody thinks that, I'm my dad, which I'm totally opposite from our pops. Like, he's his own person, I'm my own person. And, just, when I was a little kid, everybody would come up, tell me what my dad was doing on TV, this, and that. I didn't really care too much about it, but, I just kept my head straight. But, it comes with a little bit of difficulties.
They also said, I guess it's glazed, but they said, just like Shiloh and Shador, you grew up with a father who's a polarizing figure, right? Are people ever surprised by how you act as opposed to him?
Oh, definitely. Like how I just said, everybody thinks, not everybody, I want to say everybody, but, quite a bit of people think I'm my father, which I'm not my father at all.
What you mean by that, though?
You know, like when it comes to like politics and all that,
I
like
got you.
I
I
stay
got
far
you.
away from that. Like he does all that. I just play football, you know, do my own thing, just be a
Mhm.
regular kid.
Do you feel like the Nation of Islam has shaped you in any way as a young man?
You know, just Islam in general, you know, it shaped me because, you know, I was born into it. So, you know, always sticking to my religion, you know, that means everything to me. It just keeps my head on straight.
How do you deal with that when it's like, football is mostly about like what you can get in the
Mm-hmm.
world, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a sport to get worldly things.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like your culture is more rooted in like what am I doing and who am I doing it for and who am I?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you balance the two? So where it's like, yeah, I'm a football player, but I'm more than that though.
Yeah, really just, you know, playing football, you know, that's not like the big future goal because, you know, everybody wants to find themselves outside of football. Like, who am I outside of football? So, you know, football is fun for now, but I know as I get older, I'm going to want to do something else and I'm going to have to do something else because the ball is going to end at one point.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, just, you know, knowing what I'm going to do outside of football and just, you know, focusing on a big future outside of that.
Okay, cool. We're going to talk a little bit about your mindset. One of the questions was, what's been the toughest obstacle you've had to overcome to get where you are today and also to keep you remaining focused? So everybody goes through battles, right?
Yeah.
You've probably been through a lot that people don't know.
Really just, I feel like everybody thought like I wasn't as good as what my pops would say. Like he would post everything on social media. And then I remember I had went to in high school. It started off in high school. They claim I went to like an all white school. Like I wasn't playing anybody for real. I wasn't doing this, and that. So, you know, I ended up going to a different school, which we all know the school is, and then I put on a show there, and then I just had silenced all the haters. So, yeah, that was the big accomplishment.
What did you prove to yourself going to that?
My dad always put that mindset in me, like, you got to have that dog mindset going in there. Like, you can't be soft at all. You got to want to take everything. So I feel like everybody was against me during that time, and I really just had to show people, like, what I was really about. And I feel like as soon as I got on that field for the first game, everybody knew who my name was.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you feel like was one of your breakout moments, though? Any breakout games, any memories that you have to where you feel like, okay, like when you're young, you sometimes you be feeling like I'm in my prime right now. Even though you're young, you're like, I'm in my prime right now. I'm in my bag right now.
I would say when we played at Tascasita, when I had a game winner against them. And I immediately got on IG Live, and
you got on IG Live
right
How
after
old
the
were
game.
you at that time?
This was literally like last year. Yeah, last year.
What'd you get on live? What you talking about?
Man, I was talking everything. I was saying it all. I'm glad none of them clips came out because I was saying everything.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, that's hard though.
It was crazy.
That just shows the passion, though, bro. Did you have any battles with any guys like that you played in high school that you remember that was like, okay, I actually respect this dude. This dude's actually pretty good.
Really, games came easy, but I would say in practice with North Shore, you know, going up against the number one DB in the nation, Devin Sanchez, I feel like me and him going at it every day, like that was like, it was almost feeling like I was in the league, like damn near, like I'm getting ready to, you know, play somebody that's actually going to be going day one in the NFL. So I feel like I would say that.
With all the hype and the wins increasing, do you think the team will be to remain focused?
Yes, correct. I feel like Coach Prime knows exactly what to say and exactly what to do with us. You know, we just got to believe in what he says, and, you know, he'll keep us focused at all times.
What are you personally doing to stay focused? They said from a Mustang to a Buffalo. Was that your last school?
Yeah, Mustang, Buffalo. You know, just keeping God first. You know, when you keep God first, you know, you'll always be focused. You know, just doing everything that needs to be done, everything that he asked for from the man above. So I feel like just staying focused and, you know, training also, you know, while everybody else partying and doing all that extra stuff, you know, you just working out training. So I feel like that'll help you.
What do you feel like is your way that turns your teammates up?
Really, I'm not like a vocal guy at all. Like I'm normally quiet, but like I lead by my actions. So I feel like anytime somebody sees me working out, they can respect like how I work out. So I feel like if there had to be an example for somebody like who works out hard, like I could be an example, and I feel like I can help those guys just from not like a vocal standpoint, but from like showing you what I can do on the field.
How do you stay like that?
Really, to be honest, I haven't arrived. Like, I haven't shown anything, so I feel like I still have
Respect.
stuff to prove. Like, I haven't shown y'all what I can do at the college level, so I feel like that's just a new phase where I got to show everybody and just prove everybody what I can do.
What would it look like for you to actually be able to say and know and feel like I have shown y'all what I could do? Like if you had to just like fast forward, like when you manifest in your mind and know like this is what I really want them to see. Like what does that look like for you in your head?
Really, it looks like freshman All American. You know, when you're on that freshman All American list, I feel like that's when it solidifies you.
What do you hope to accomplish during summer workouts before pads come on?
Really, just to get bigger. Just to be mentally strong, mentally tough. Just getting ready for going up against people that's much more older than me. So just the mental part of things.
A true freshman, how does it feel to have the possibility of starting right away? I think you talked about that. That's one of the reasons you came here. But even if you don't start right away, what would be your mindset?
Really just to get as much plays and really just, produce as much as I can. It's really not about like starting or not. I just want to be able to produce when I get on the field. Anytime I get on the field, I do something with it.
Yeah. What do you feel like makes you different from all the wide receivers that we have? What about your game is God-given or that you just worked on that you feel like people just can't fuck with me?
Really, I would say the yak. Like, after I catch the ball, like I turn into a running back. Like nobody could touch me.
You used to want to play running back back in the day?
I played running back when I was little, so I feel like anytime the ball in my hand,
you got a running back.
Yeah, I do something with it.
Okay. After seeing the success of Trav, Jimmy, LeJontay, and Will, what do you look to improve upon so that you can even like supersede the things that they've already done here?
Really, them boys, they set the standard for us, in the room. Just seeing the incredible things that they done, it really just motivates the room just to, be better than what they did. And, them boys, they support us. And, they want us to be better. So, just watching them and, just seeing the good and the not good stuff that they did, just helps us.
Did that contribute to you coming here at all? Like the people that we had on the team previously?
Yeah. I remember on my visit, I was talking to LeJontay, talking to Jimmy, and then they was just saying, like, when we get up here, you just got to be a dog, and, you're going to be able to play early. So I feel like that really just motivated me.
Okay, honest opinion. You seen these guys practice, right? Was you here when Trav was here? You wasn't here.
Nah.
You wasn't here before the bowl game, right?
Nah, I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't.
I was about to ask your honest opinion. Like, how do you feel about the praise? Like, is it warranted from the guys that you have seen or even the tape? Do you feel like it's hype or do you feel like these guys were actually good?
Oh, no, it's far from hype. Trust me. Everybody probably say it's hype, but trust me, it's not hype. Like, I see them boys, like, even on the internet. Like, you could tell on the internet, like, how them boys is. Them boys is cold. So I feel like just seeing them and watching them, they're really the standard.
Coach Phil, Coach J. Phil, right? He's your wide receiver coach. Describe his style of coaching, bro. Behind closed doors.
I love Coach Phil style of coaching. He gets on me. He doesn't let any little thing slide. Some coaches, would just let some stuff slide just because like you're a good athlete or this and that. But like he'll tell you like the real on like what you need to work on, what you need to do, or if you're messing up, like he's gonna tell you straight to your face and he's gonna be 100% real with you. So I feel like that's somebody I need that's going to keep it always 100 with me and just be completely honest at all times.
What about Coach Sean? What type of guy is Coach Sean? Coach Sean is the one that I just hear cussing y'all out.
Yeah, Coach Sean is hilarious.
What I'm saying? When Coach Sean comes over there, a lot of times I'm like, do I record this or do I not?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I just don't.
Yeah,
like, it's that line between, it's like, you feel me? It's like, he's like the big brother. That's like the vibe he's trying to give. Like, the old head that's just trying to like make y'all feel bad, like y'all suck. That Coach Shaw be doing that, just trying to make y'all just feel like y'all suck, y'all terrible.
Yeah, facts.
Right. So, what's some of the ways you feel like he's been able to turn y'all up, or like what do you see as far as his contribution to the wide receiver room?
Really, Coach Shaw is hilarious. He always keeps the receiver room just always laughing, always in a good vibe, always in a good mood. And sometimes he'll flip the switch on you. He'll get on you. He'd be like, "Damn, okay, Coach, calm down." But, but
like, dang, Coach.
Facts. He'll
like,
flip
Coach,
the switch.
I thought we was cool. Like, bro, you saying like personal stuff
out of nowhere. Like, whoa, Coach. Like, dang. But nah, he's cool. Like, I really respect Coach. Like, he, helped me, even with routes and all that, just helping me with the playbook. Coaches like that, I really give praise to. So I really appreciate what Coach Shaw does for the receiver room.
What do you feel like what structure do you work best under?
Really just discipline. I always grew up in a disciplined household, so I feel like, I'm just literally at home and nothing has really changed. Even when coaches get on me, like it's normal to me. So I feel like that's the best thing that I can ask for is just having a structured and disciplined coaching staff that always gets on the players for doing stuff.
Has there been any other instances where you're like, bro, I actually was built for this? Like real talk. Like
yeah. I mean, when I say Coach Shad or Coach Phillips, just getting on me about things, and I feel like it was normal to me. Like it didn't really stress me out or nothing. So I feel like just having them talk to me was just back at home.
Speaking about back at home, who is Lil Pootie, bro?
Lil Pootie. Oh man,
number 30.
Lil Pootie from North Shore.
Yeah, he told me to ask you, what do you think about Lil Pootie, bro?
Lil Pootie, he was a dog on our kickoff. He was? Yeah, look, he was our kickoff crash out, as we would say. The crash out on the football field. They'll do anything, but he was getting after it though.
So you never crashed out on the field?
Ooh, I mean, I got into it a lot of times at practice. I mean, I'll say that, but never during the game though. Nobody really tried me during the game. Yeah, nobody tried me during the game, but they definitely tried at practice.
Why do you feel like practice is was that type of environment, bro?
Cause we was always competing, and I feel like the DBs was always talking trash to the receivers, and then you had the trash. I wouldn't call them trash, but you had some of the players on the sidelines talking.
Oh
crazy.
Yeah, that's the ones that's gonna get it hype. But that's where I be at too. Respectfully, I don't be around trash players, but I'm saying I'll be on the sidelines too, just talking crazy.
Yeah.
So you might hear a cameraman get people turned up. Cameraman might get somebody beat up.
Oh man, nah,
you never know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I could turn up a DB real quick, and then you feel like
give him the crash
bro,
shot.
You talking crazy, bro. You let him talk crazy too.
Yeah.
What NIL opportunities are you looking forward to? Now we can talk money, right? I actually did see that you signed with an agency. So this is W Promo. Why did you feel like that was a step you needed to take? What do agencies do for players? Because I really don't know.
Really, shout out to Harlow Sports Media Group. They helped me get, NIL opportunities. Like they helped me get the Hollister deal that I signed with. And then they helped me get a trading card deal also. So I feel like agencies, they normally help you like put your face in other brands that want to, sign you and give you NIL deals.
You know how when you read people, you just feel like
facts.
I feel like you're on something like you're just trying to tone it down, bro. You can be yourself, bro. We respect you, bro. We're behind you, bro. You gotta be yourself, bro.
I mean, back to what I said, just having the game winner at a taxi seat and then driving a Lamb truck back home and then having a party at the crib. So
that's respectable, bro.
Yeah, it was. That
we
was
need
the
to
time.
see that side
that was
of you,
the time.
bro. Because it's it's the fruits of your labor, bro.
Yeah,
it's not unwarranted, right?
Yeah.
Right. What have you put in the most work that no one has seen, that you're proud of yourself, that you've seen the results from?
Really just blocking out the outside noise like I always done playing football. When everybody said I wasn't going to be this, wasn't going to be that, just, keeping that outside noise and, just keep leveling up. First it was I wasn't going to be nothing in middle school, wasn't going to do nothing in high school, and then wasn't going to, be able to transfer that high school stuff into the college level. So I feel like just, blocking out the outside noise and just doing my thing.
Okay, cool. I want to go back to that though. So, 8th grade, cool. People already hating on you, right? Realistically, do you feel like a lot of that came from the fam, and it's just you catching strays? Because bro, what did an 8th grader really do?
Yeah, facts. I mean, a lot does come, just having the last name that I got, but I never really paid attention to it. But I know some part of it is, but it is what it is at the end of the day.
Do you feel like that kind of turns you up though more? It's if that's the reason, then I'm really gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
If it was just you don't think I'm good enough, I don't even care. But now you really trying me, so I'm really gonna show you now.
Yeah, it really motivates me, just to be a better athlete and really just show people I'm really a dog. I really do this.
What do you feel like you need to work on the most this offseason? Need to or want to?
I mean, I would say, I say work on everything. Nobody's perfect at anything that they do. So I feel like my route running can always get better. Catching can always get better. And, just, when a DB is playing on the side of me, just, being able to make a tough catch. So I feel like working on stuff like all of that.
Yeah, I need a lot of tough catches, bro, because
Oh
that's
yeah,
gonna boost
facts.
my views, bro.
Facts.
So we could be in business for real if you want to,
Facts.
bro.
Yeah, facts.
So if you just go off, my video will do numbers.
I'm knowing.
You feel me? So I help you, you help me. What
Yeah.
do you need from me, bro?
Yeah, I mean, nothing really, to be honest. I'm gonna do my thing. I got you.
Especially you came from Houston, bro. I came from Dallas. So right, what's like your go-to? How have you been adjusting? This is like the healthiest place in the country, bro.
Man, if I'm gonna be honest,
this is like worse than LA, bro.
Man, if I'm gonna be honest, the East out here is not that good at all.
What would you want to be brought out to Boulder? If one specific place is brought to Boulder, what would you would go there every day?
Man, we just need some more seafood. We don't got no seafood up here. It's so bland out here. Like, you got the Panera breads, you got the Chipotles. Like, come on.
What type of seafood do you want, bro?
Man, I need some like juicy crab, all that. Like, it's too bland out here for me. Like, we'll have some steakhouse. I think we got, 2 steakhouses out here?
Steakhouse 316. Yeah. Shout out to them.
Yeah, facts. I like that. I've been there before. But not any seafood. Like, we have to drive to TK's down in Denver.
I heard about
which is crazy good.
Julian said that's the best food in the whole nation.
Man, what?
But he was just trolling. He was like, the best seafood in the world? I'm like, I never heard about it.
If they had TK's up here, oh my God, I'll be up there every day.
Speaking of going out to eat, I actually did pull up on y'all when the receivers like y'all was doing some bonding. Do you feel like the things off the field affect performance on the field?
I feel like it actually does help because, if everybody's just an individual on the team, you're not gonna have a winning team at all. Like, you at least have to bond at some point. So I feel like all us receivers, we bond. We get together almost every weekend. We always doing stuff together. We're always hanging out, chilling. And I feel like that transitions to the field because I feel like the next guy besides me, he knows that I got his back, and I know that he got my back at the end of the day, just from all the bonding that we've been doing outside of the field.
Is there someone that surprised you, like, oh no, bro's actually really cool, or bro's actually a dog, he just don't talk, or bro's actually like this, right?
I mean, I would say my dog Joseph
Shout
Williams.
out Joe.
Yeah, when
Joe's like a nice guy, bro. A nice kid.
Truly nice guy. Yeah.
Nice guy.
Yeah. I mean, when we first got here, I was like, is he acting Hollywood towards me or something? I'm like, what's going on?
Why would you say that?
I mean, he just had that, like, the look to him. Like, I feel like I talked to him, he's like, oh, yeah.
He was doing that?
Like, yeah, he was, I don't know what Joe was on at the moment, but, yeah. Come to find out, when I started talking to him more, completely opposite. Yeah, that's my dog.
I think that's what I felt about you, bro.
Yeah. Oh, man. He thought I was arrogant and all that.
No, I didn't think that, bro. You were chilling.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, though. I think you know how people be like, oh, yeah, for real? When they just just don't really know. Like,
yeah, get that vibe.
Is bro trolling me right
chatting,
now? Like, he thinks I'm just chatting. The locker you had, that was mine.
So that was your locker?
Yes, bro. What? But you actually play here, so it's good.
Oh man, I didn't even know that.
So you was vibing. I seen the 2 phones. You feel me? I seen the headphones in. So I was like, yeah, he looks like a businessman. I don't know what he got going, but I tried to say what's up, and then I don't think you said anything, bro.
What? Oh man,
no, I'm trolling.
I was gonna say, normally when that happens, my volume is all the way up.
You think so?
On the headphones, got it, man.
What you be listening to?
Young Boy, Lil Baby, and then I have my light skin stuff at all times, like the Drake and all that.
Would you consider yourself a light skin?
Yeah, I consider myself. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie and just say like, I act like dark skin. This
what does that mean?
Some people that's light skinned, they try to act all hard, this and that, but they act light skinned in the inside. Like, they be at home probably looking at the mirror and stuff like that.
So how many times have you done that?
You probably catch me doing it every day. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say.
So are you one of the leaders, lieutenants? Where are your rankings in the light skin priority list?
I'd probably say I'm a light skinned lieutenant. Yeah.
Light skinned lieutenant.
I'm definitely up there for sure. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Speaking of that, you're actually known for your social media presence as well.
Correct.
I like that. First off, I respect it. Why is that so important to you to still show, like, I still got some shit to me, though.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I got other things where I feel like, shit, I just like it. I like showing this. I like expressing myself.
Really just, having, like, the IG and all that, it really just shows, like, who I am outside of the field and really just, like, what I be doing and, just being able to pop it as if what everybody would say, just popping it, just showing everybody what I'm about. How I'm adjusting. I would say really just staying focused and just doing everything Coach Prime wants us to do as players. Just showing up to tutoring, showing up to all the mandatory stuff that we need, and then just working hard like the standard.
Okay. Who do you hang out with the most on the team, if there's anybody?
So we got like a little freshman clique. So it'll be me, Juju, Carday, Chauncey, Q for 6, and it's some more people that I'm leaving out, but yeah, normally us.
Okay. What the celly looking like this year?
Crazy thing is, I've never had a celly. Like, anytime I score, I just toss the ball to the ref and be like, all right, I'm coming back. That's all I say. Like, I literally tell the ref, and I'll be like, all right, I'm coming back. Never really had a celly.
That's hard, though.
Yeah.
Has the ref ever told you anything about that? No, that's just hard. Like, that's hard.
Yeah, I mean, they just look at me in shock. Like, yeah, like he's really confident.
This guy's actually coming back over here.
Yeah.
Okay, Celly. If you could play for one NFL team tomorrow, what would it be?
Dream team, Dallas Cowboys. Love the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboy fan.
You're from Houston, bro.
I know that sounds crazy. Like, I'm not a Texans fan at all. Like, at all. I love the Cowboys, which might be crazy to say being from Houston, but love the Cowboys.
All right, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like they hate it until they, you feel me? Okay, dream NIL deal. If anyone's watching, let's say there's a CEO of your favorite company that's watching this video right now.
Ooh, probably PlayStation, which is crazy.
That's hard.
I play video games a lot. Exactly. Like, I play video games a lot. Like, I'm a little game head, so I feel like, having a PlayStation deal is different from like a big company like that.
Are you actually good?
No, I'm hard. Like, if y'all want to play me in 2K, y'all let me know.
No, do you play Madden or anything like that? Or NCAA?
I'm NCAA. I don't touch Madden.
Are you actually good?
I'm cold.
I'm being for real. Like, what type of cold are you?
Like, ranked.
You ranked?
Ranked.
Okay, good. I'm putting together a video, bro. D1 football players versus pro gamers.
Okay.
Y'all gonna play NCAA.
Okay.
NCAA.
I'm gonna mess around, might win. You can ask anybody on the team. Like, I'll be serving them. So.
Okay, good. We have a perfect person for that. You could bring one artist to perform live in the locker room. Who would it be?
I'm gonna say Drake. Yeah, Drake.
That would be insane.
Drake.
So you went to the biggest one already.
Drake. Man, you can't beat having Drake there. So yeah.
Have you ever cried to a Drake song?
Oh man, he's really trying to get me to open up on the Lightskinned stuff, man.
I can admit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there has to have been one point in time at your life that you've cried to a Drake song. It's probably not because it's Drake. It's probably because what you just went through.
Yeah. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay. I say that. I say that.
We're all gonna say it was middle school days or like young days.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Young days.
It's not like it was like last week.
Yeah, hell nah.
You feel me? Okay, cool. What's something most people don't know about you out the field?
Ooh.
What's a big misconception about you?
That often people think like I'm mean or like I'm like, I don't know how to explain it, like I'm cocky or this and that. Like, I'm really, just to be honest, like I'm really just like a chill person. Like, I'm not, a person that somebody try to make me out to be, like the stuff I just said. For like just, remaining humble at all times. And they really just see that when they hang out with me. Like, I don't really try to be too flashy around people like on like normal times and all that. So yeah. Really, I'm super normal off the field. Like, you probably would even recognize me like off the field because, I'm just super chill. Like, I don't really try to do too much when I'm off the field. And all the stuff I post on internet, that's for the internet. Like, don't try to portray that as if like I do that every day in real life. Like, nah, Yeah.
I feel like what you're doing is being smart, bro. You're cultivating a personal brand because football could be gone tomorrow.
Yeah, facts.
If football was gone tomorrow, what would you do to ensure the livelihood of your family going forward, so that you could still live the same way that you would live on an NFL salary?
Really, most of my siblings are in law school, so actually I will become a lawyer.
You get your
get
JD?
into law school.
Where would you go?
Ooh,
Sam Houston?
my brother, he went to what's the college? It was
In
in
Houston?
Louisiana.
Oh, it's in Louisiana?
HBCU. It was a
I'm
HBCU
tripping. They're
school.
gonna fry me. I don't know. I don't know. And it's like I was
Southern,
pre-law.
yeah,
Okay, and I
Southern,
was pre-law too.
yeah,
But it's like I was in Texas, so I'm trying
yeah.
to go to SMU.
So I'll go somewhere like probably Houston.
Y'all have great law schools in Houston, though.
Yeah, great law schools.
For
So
like entertainment attorneys, black ones specifically. But I don't know what type of law you were going into.
that part I wouldn't know yet. That's only just like a fallback plan. So really just, somewhere in Houston
Okay.
law
So
school.
you'd be a lawyer, right?
Yeah.
What's the most meaningful piece of advice your dad has ever given you?
Oh man, he gives me motivational speeches almost every day. Anytime
he call you?
Anytime he called my phone.
What's the average time call when he calls you?
Oh my God! Once he calls my phone and I answer, I know I'm not getting off no time soon. So, so it's like, yeah, I better be ready for that phone call.
Yeah.
So, really, just I would just say, just staying focused. Just doing me and just representing my last name. Just don't let my folks down, and just keep them proud at all times. Don't do anything that disrespect my religion or disrespect anybody in the family. So yeah.
What does legacy mean to you at this point in your journey? And what type of legacy do you want to leave this year, freshman year, and also like in your college career period?
Really just, being a dominant athlete and, just being or going down as one of the greatest receivers in college football history. That's always like a goal. And then for the NFL, just getting a Hall of Fame, getting a gold jacket. Like that's what everybody should aim for.
So I wish you all the best. I'm gonna be praying for you, bro. I hope all my bros go crazy.
Facts.
Because like I said, when somebody else wins, we all win. It makes me look better too because
Facts.
of the content that we're able to get before the world is gonna know everything about you.
Yeah.
Right? Do you have any last words that you want to people to know that you want to promote? Anything? Your Instagram, any type of because my people are very supporting, bro.
I mean, if y'all just want to see what I do, Quanell.Farrakhan on Instagram. And, really that's it. Just expect a breakout season from me and, just doing my thing as a freshman on the field.
Expect a breakout season from me too.
Facts.
We out.